For youth with disabilities who receive Supplemental Security Income, or SSI, maneuvering the path to post-school success can present obstacles and challenges. These young people experience increased dropout rates, decreased educational and employment attainment, poorer economic outlook, higher incarceration rates, and increased likelihood of a lifetime on benefits when compared to their peers with and without disabilities. To address these disparities, the U.S. Department of Education's Office of Special Education and Rehabilitation Services, in collaboration with the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, the U.S. Department of Labor, and the U.S. Social Security Administration, funded 6 model demonstration projects. The purpose of promoting the readiness of minors in SSI, or PROMISE, was to test and identify evidence-based practices that improve the education, employment, and economic outcomes of youth with disabilities receiving SSI and their families. Each project was required to provide a set of core services that included case management, parent training, benefits and work incentives planning and assistance, financial literacy training, post-secondary education services, at least one paid employment experience earning competitive wages, and additional employment-related supports and services. These are just a few of the many success stories from these 6 demonstration projects and the improved outlook of the youth served. Meet Dennis and Tony from Wisconsin. Being enrolled in PROMISE has literally helped to transform their lives. For years, the family barely got by financially. Thanks to the work of Wisconsin PROMISE, Tony and his stepsister, who are in high school, are employed, and PROMISE assisted their father, Dennis, to go back to school and to become an auto mechanic.
I started my own company, set a foundation to start the growth of a legacy for our family.
He now has his own towing business, which is turning into a family affair.
I know Tony is really big into wanting to help with the company and want to see it grow.
It's my most favorite, just going with him and going on tours, watching the lights and hooking up the cars.
With the help of PROMISE, Tony was able to go through a driver's training program and helps his dad with his new business. In the future, he plans to go to college. In New York State, PROMISE has helped to land high school student Jennifer on a successful career track to become a restaurateur.
My grandma had a restaurant down in Pennsylvania, and just my entire life she's been my inspiration, so it inspired me, to want to do it.
Jennifer has been working in the restaurant business for the past several years and is now in a culinary institute where she is learning professional cooking techniques. Jennifer has a lot of ambition, and with the help of PROMISE, she has learned interviewing techniques to aid her as she secured successful work experiences.
My future is going to be a big one. It's going to be big, it's going to be great. I'm going to really make something of myself.
3,000 miles west in California, PROMISE worked to help Reynaldo and his son dig their way out of a desperate situation.
The time my wife passed away, we do the SSI, and then Cal PROMISE provide me to do the mock interview, find a job, find a shelter, and helping some clothing to my kids.
California PROMISE assisted Reynaldo with developing skills, including educationally and exploring career interests. California PROMISE also helped introduce his son to the world of work. Back east, Maryland PROMISE has had a profound impact on Brian's life. PROMISE connected Brian with a computer shop. He's extremely savvy when it comes to technology.
I fix computers. I diagnose hard drives to see if they're bad or not.
The shop's owner, Sam, takes us through how the interview went.
I asked Brian, I said, okay, Brian, you work on computers? I have a computer right here on the counter that just came in that has a black screen that's not booting up. And Brian said, I know exactly what that is. I would update the BIOS, which is a technical term. A lot of people don't know what that is, but it shocked me. I was really surprised that he said that. And that isn't even something that I would have thought of at first. He kind of thinks outside the box, and he brings that to the shop, really.
According to Brian's mom, he has come a long way with being more independent and social since starting Promise, which will be needed in the workforce. Promise has also assisted Brian's family with financial education, benefits counseling, and negotiating the SSI redetermination process. Through the program, Brian's mom has also secured a part-time job, which is helping the family monetarily. In Arkansas, Promise's work is helping Lace to gain social skills, develop relationships, and earn a paycheck. She has been a hostess at a restaurant where she did extremely well, even though it was outside of her comfort zone.
My job helped me come out of my shell and start talking to people instead of just standing there staring at them like I don't want to talk to you. I actually said hi to them instead of just standing there.
It was really, really neat to see her bloom as a person and as an employee.
Lace would like to go to college to teach music to individuals who are blind. She has that desire because she herself was diagnosed with an eye disease. Aspire, which is the Promise region that covers numerous states including Arizona, Colorado, Montana, North and South Dakota, and Utah, has helped Louise and her grandson Christian. Promise has connected the family with needed services and supports, including financial education, transitioning to adult life, and self-determination training.
The moment Misty came into our lives, I came out of my head. I didn't have to do it anymore. I could then just embrace my grandson because she gave me the tools that were necessary to know what to do in the steps and the stages and the ways of moving him through this system that was such an absolute nightmare for me.
Promise has also helped the family to communicate, often a challenge with teenagers. They are now working to find common ground so they can move forward together. Back in New York State, Evelise is building an impressive resume thanks to Promise. She has worked numerous jobs, including one that used her technical skills that she has developed with Adobe Editing Suite. In each job, she is building communication skills and developing relationships and work ethic.
They seen my resume and they automatically seen that I also had experience with Adobe Suite, and they said, oh, that's really good. They need people like that.
Evelise is now in college and will soon be graduating. She will be seeking a job in the film production industry where she can utilize her technical skills. For Hours South, Maryland Promise has been able to train Antonio's family in financial literacy.
Me and my mom and my sister, we went to a budgeting class and taught us how to budget so it could be easier on not just me, but my mom with the bills and stuff.
I think the leading factor in the success of this program are the relationships that we build with the kids. We actually get to their level, we learn about them, we're interested in them, and when they see us investing in them, that gives them the confidence to go out and do great things.
You can find more impact stories by checking out the various Promise regions' websites.